If you're playing Verdansk and the colors look a bit dull and you want to transform your colors from looking like this to this, even if you're on PC or console, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to show you how to customize your settings so that you can transform your experience in Verdansk and have the best experience, so that you can see people across the map, so that you can hit snipes like this.
Yo, I'm doing him. Nice.
Or even just to admire the scenery in the game. So let's jump straight into the video. So for everything here, copy everything here that I have here. Ensure that all of these are like what you see here. The next thing that you need to do is to go over to quality. Minimum is not good. You have to ensure that it's on custom. Then the next thing that you'll need to do is bump this up to 100, the render resolution. Ensure that you have dynamic resolution off. That should always be off. Then for your upscaling and sharpening, this should be Fidelity FX cast. Now this is what basically all the streamers use. Bump your cast strength to 80. I don't have a problem with this. I see some persons use 65 to 75, but 80 is the sweet spot. Then for your AMD FS3 frame generator, this is for if you have an AMD GPU. I have a NVIDIA RTX 4070 series, so I'm chilling with that. Then the VRAM scale target, ensure that you bump this up to 80 or even 90, right? Then your variable rate shading, turn this off. Ensure that your texture quality is low. Don't put this on very low, don't put this on high. You can use low or normal, that's fine, depending on your GPU. I use low. It doesn't really change anything in the game. Then everything else here, have this at low. Depth of field off. Detail quality, ensure that this is low. It doesn't change anything in the game. Then everything else here, either low or off. This here, optimize is fine. No, actually minimal. This should be minimal, and then turn this to 16. Usually I believe it's default it's at 32, but leave this at 16. Download limit, turn this off. Low texture streaming quality, leave this at low. Don't put this at normal. This is when it downloads texture streamings. So very low here, off here, off here. Then high. Turn this off for screen space reflections. You don't really need it in game. And then everything else, leave this off, or volumetric quality, leave this at low. The next thing that we need to change here in view is the motion reduction preset. Leave this off. Field of view 120, between 115 or 120. It depends if you're playing multiplayer. If you're playing multiplayer, then you can put this to 105. That's the pro settings for multiplayer. And then everything else, affected field of view, leave this affected. A weapon field of view, leave this wide. And these give you additional visual aim assist. And then everything here else here, put this as is. So weapon motion blur and world motion blur, ensure that these are off. Don't turn this on, bro. Then first person camera movement, let this be at least 50, and then you're chilling here. So that's it for these settings right here. And then let's go over to interface. Now in interface, this is where many persons get messed up because streamers don't show them this. So the next thing that you'll need to do, I personally show my subs, is in telemetry. Ensure that you have your FPS counter on, your server latency on, and your packet loss on. This will show you if you have any issues with your packets bursts, anything like that. Ensure that these are left on, and then apply. Then for readability, go over to readability and then go to color customization, bro. For the color filters, ensure that this is filter 2, and then under filter 2, go to color filter target. Ensure that this is on both, not world, not interface. Ensure that this is both. Then for the world color intensity, bump this up to 100. Interface color, ensure that you have this bumped up to 100. Now this is how you get your colors in game for the console players to look very sharp, to look very bright, vibrant. This is how you do it. Now for the PC players, I have something special for you. have my NVIDIA control panel settings for you guys. We're moving over to the NVIDIA app, but no worries, it's fine. The NVIDIA control panel is still here, so let me show you how that works. Alright guys, so for this part of the video, this is for the PC players that have the NVIDIA control panel. Right click and go to NVIDIA control panel here. After NVIDIA control panel is open, go to adjust image settings with preview and then select take me there. After that, all you have to do is to copy these settings. Ensure that you have all these settings copied. The next thing that you'll need to do is to go over and change your resolution. Now ensure if you're using a gaming monitor, that's perfect. Stop using a TV to play games on. Use your gaming monitors, especially if you're playing Call of Duty. Now if you're playing Call of Duty and you're using a gaming monitor with a graphics card like an NVIDIA graphics card, here is where you change the refresh rate. Ensure your refresh rate is at 144 Hz if that's the hertz for your monitor, or it's at the maximum refresh rate. Many times persons are playing Call of Duty or other FPS games and they have it at the minimum here as default. Ensure that it is at the highest refresh rate possible for your gaming monitor. Then down below that, you should see use NVIDIA color settings. Ensure that this is selected and then ensure that it's at the full output dynamic range. This ensures that you have the full range of colors on your gaming monitor. Then the next thing that you need to do is to go ahead and adjust the desktop color settings. This is where you can see the vibrance of your game. Now go over and ensure that this is between 55 and 60 the brightness, and then down where it says digital vibrance, ensure that this is maxed. When this is maxed, you get beautiful colors. The next thing that you'll need to do is to adjust your video color settings. When you select adjust video colors, then you go over and use the NVIDIA settings right here. Ensure that when you go over to advanced, you select the full range of colors again, the full range, so that you can utilize maximum colors that your monitor provides, and click apply. If you want to, you can go ahead and adjust video image settings as well. Use the NVIDIA settings here. Don't change this, don't change it. Some persons put this at 1, but leave this here and then click apply. You always want to use the capabilities of your GPU. That's why you have it. So that's for the PC players. I hope this video works out for you guys. If this was useful, please subscribe, leave a like, and until the next video.